Are you a single mom looking for ways to make extra money without sacrificing time with your kids? Well, stay tuned because I got a couple ways for you to get started. Hey y'all, my name is Nikki Bryant. I am the owner of Locked Up with Nikki. So I'm a natural hair care stylist. I make products specifically designed for locks. As you can see, I'm locked. So it makes sense, right? But in addition to that, I have several streams of income. Those times in the beginning of a business when you're starting up and you're trying to get things going and you know there's ebbs and flows, your business is up and down. And there's a lot of those moments when you're first getting started. So I found many different ways for me to go ahead and create a way to fill in those times and to still make money and to spend time with my kids. The ways I'm going to give you, they have unlimited earning potential. What you put in is what you get back out. Most of them you can get started for free. Some of them are very, very low cost to get started, but all of them are possible for anyone to do. So let me just take it back. Back in 2020, we had the pandemic, right? I was working as a bartender, managing a bar. It was a brand new restaurant. It was really good. It had great potential. But then the pandemic hit. And I also found myself to be 2 months pregnant at the time. So in March, we get the sudden news the restaurant's closing indefinitely because, the world's in the middle of a pandemic. So I get creative. Immediately, my creative juices start flowing. Now, I always had a side hustle. I was always like a loctician. I never just did the one main thing that was my source of income. It seemed really easy. They had this new machine out called the Cricut. And it wasn't really new, but it was new to me. And so I decided to go ahead and get me one. Like, while I'm sitting at home, while I'm pregnant, let me figure out some new ways to, make money. So I got into vinyl and sublimation during the pandemic. I'm making t-shirts. It was really easy. I had my Cricut. I'm perfecting my skills on it. The pandemic kind of started to wind down. And then so I jumped back into bartending. And just a quick story. As I'm bartending, I meet someone who lets me know that he is like a coach for a team, a local team. And he's trying to figure out where I got my t-shirt from because I always wear my shirts. Like even this one I got on today. I always wear my shirts. So he saw my shirt. I don't even remember what was on it. I think it was like a Tinkerbell shirt. So it's Tinkerbell like pouring a drink. He saw my shirt. He liked it. We started talking about it. And he told me he was looking for someone to make shirts for his team. So, I've never made that many at that time. But I volunteered for the job because what does an entrepreneur do? Takes on challenges head on. That just went on. I didn't hear from him for a while, so I thought maybe it was just a fleeting conversation. And then that was kind of like my introduction into like big production. So while I'm wearing this shirt, I sold at least like 20 of those Tinkerbell shirts. Like everybody loved it. It was just all different color shirts with Tinkerbell pouring this drink and holding a drink. And, she's like the bartender Tinkerbell. Like I said, it was very easy. I got this Cricut. I went on YouTube. I took a couple of tutorials. I joined like every Facebook group ever for like girls that craft, black girls that craft, moms that craft, like every crafting group I was in because I didn't want to put out a product that I wasn't really proud of. Then I heard about another shirt company, so it's like printing on demand, called Printify. And that's more of a recent thing I've gotten into. Like I always knew they existed, but I am just now getting into it because it just makes life a lot easier. So you create the design, you upload it to Printify, and then you just advertise these shirts or whatever it is. They have like a million different things, and then people go on there, order this stuff, and they print it and send it right to them. So it takes away a lot of that little legwork, which is great because like as moms, our time is limited, and as a mompreneur it's super limited, so just that little extra step helps. I still do create my own t-shirts because like I said, I always wear my own shirts. So if somebody asks or somebody wants something, then I'm jumping back in here, and like literally right behind this camera is my heat press, my Cricut machine. Like I'm sitting in the middle of my office. So the next thing that I jumped into was Amazon Associates. And Amazon Associates is a program where you sign up and you get like a special link, and so any product you might see on Amazon, you use, somebody's thinking about, you click this little special, they give you like a special banner when you're on your desktop or on your mobile device. You can click it and it'll ask you like, do you want to use your associate's link? So I'll just send that out to people, and whatever they buy from like through my link, I get paid for. And I don't like, you can really scale that up. There's a lot of people that have Amazon associate groups on Facebook, so every day they're shooting out deals, and I'm starting to dabble in that, but you know, time is limited. So in the meantime, when I hear like a friend or someone asking about a product or something that I may have gotten, or if I really like something, then like I'll just post it on my personal page, and it'll have my associates link, and then they click on there and I'm getting paid. Working in a salon, a lot of my equipment comes from Amazon, so I have like a big ring light, and when the other barbers ask about it, I'm like, oh, okay, no worries, I'll send you the link for it. And that link that I'm sending them, it's just a basic Amazon link, but it's connected to me. So when they make this purchase, I get credit for that, and then I make a little bit of money. That's not something that's making me like millions. It could. There's people that are really, really like coming up off of Amazon, but I make like a little bit of money here and there. I've made like 100 or 200 bucks in a month on Amazon using Amazon Associates, and sending out links like that. And now as the holidays are picking up, I'm really gonna delve into that a little bit more, because the different seasons create traffic in the salon and also different traffic for my products. So I'll probably hop into Amazon Associates a little bit more and really get into that. I think I'm going to be creating a Facebook group, so I'll probably leave the link below so you can join and you can see how it works, and you can ask questions and, you know, do the same. So that's my second one. Actually, it's kind of like my third, because I gave you, you know, I printed the t-shirts on my own. I did Printify, Amazon Associates, and then Etsy store. So when I made these designs on Cricut and Canva, you can save them as a digital file. And like I made like little custom candy bars and stuff for my son's first birthday party, and they were like a hit, and people would ask about them and how I did it and if they could have the file for it. And so I uploaded those files right onto Etsy, and people go on there, they can buy the files, and they're customizable, so you can change out the picture, change the names, change everything. But it's like just my design, and it fits like a specific candy bar, it fits like a specific item, and it's just a digital file, so they're not really getting anything tangible from me, but they're getting this file and they can have it forever, and they can change it or modify it or keep it. And you know, that's another source. And I think I have those files at about, they're probably less than $5, but when you got 20 people going in there and buying them, you know, you're making like $100 just off of one file that I created, that I uploaded. And like I said, so I have a couple different files on my Etsy store, and that's just another little source of income, because as you know, as a single mom and a mompreneur, every little bit counts. So if I'm getting a check for $50 a month, or I'm getting a check for $500 a month, it helps. Whatever it is, it helps. My hair care products, and that's not really a side hustle. It's like kind of like my main thing, but it's something that you can start and you can do. It kind of works for itself. So for two of my products, I create those on my own, the oil and the mist, and that's just a mix of a bunch of different things that I found to be beneficial and that address certain needs that people with locks have. My hair gel, it's also the same thing, I just don't mix it up in-house. I kind of outsource it. But those three products are my thing. The lock gel is my flagship product, and it's in stores, it's online, it's on walmart.com. So that's another source of income, and it's always there. Like people are just, they can go in and buy it as they please, and I'll ship it out. There are options on Walmart and Amazon for you to send your product to them, and then they ship it out for you. So whatever is easier. The sales are picking up, so as it increases, then I'll probably take that second option, which is to send my products to the warehouses and let them ship it out for me. But right now it cuts down on costs and everything for me to be able to take those orders personally and then send them out to people. And then this YouTube content creation is blowing up, and I'm just starting, because you can see this is like my second video. But you can make so much money doing content creation. I've done my research, and while I'm doing this to be informational and to help people, I'm also doing it as another source of income. Again, it's like everything else, whatever you put in, you can get back out. So I'm trying to average at least 1 to 2 videos a week. I did my first video, and then it took me about 2 weeks to get this next one going. And that's just because you got, like, at first, if you're not very comfortable like talking to the camera and all of that stuff and getting your setup and everything, then it takes a minute. But so I have a camera. You can get started with your digital phone. like every single thing that I purchased to get going. Like I have a light, and I can leave the links for everything below. Everything that I purchased to get this thing going was not even 200 bucks. And that's all you need, like, to get started. Like, of course, as it grows, you can improve and get the best products on the market and do whatever you want. But I literally have 3 lights, a microphone, a tripod. Sometimes I use my camera, and sometimes I use my cell phone. You figure out what the heck you want to do. People always say niche down, but I think like you just need to get started, because like I kept trying to figure out like the best niche, but I'm like, I don't know, and I know it'll probably change over time, but right now I'm in the single mompreneurs over 40, and that's what's working for me. So we'll see how lucrative it becomes in the next couple months. And then that's going to be there forever. So even if you post a video today and YouTube is still going strong as it's expected to be, like in 10 years, you're still making money off of the views from that video. You're still making money off of like brand deals. Like whatever you do, you can still make money off of that stuff. Like you can use your Amazon associate like affiliate links, post those in for stuff. And then you continuously making money off of like that one video that took you some time to post. And my videos don't take me more than like 30 minutes. I take like within over a day to edit. And that's like while I'm doing stuff with the kids, like everything. Like I'm just editing this video, because sometimes I do it from my phone, sometimes I do it from my desktop, depending on exactly what I need to do. But YouTube is going to be paying some bills pretty soon. The next thing is logo creation. So when I started, like I said, I had that conversation with that guy at the bar about his team. And I thought he was going to send me the logo and I was just going to put it on t-shirts and he was going to be good to go. No, he gave me the name of the team and said, come up with a logo. So I ran through a bunch of different designs. And I can say during the pandemic, I did use Canva. So I got like really good at Canva. Like I can do pretty much anything on Canva and Cricut. And so with those 2 different softwares, I started creating logos. And I created a logo for their team, and they've come back a couple of times for me to create like logos, because every year they have a different team name. And so I'm usually the go-to person that creates those logos and then puts it onto those shirts. So I'm getting like, you get paid twice. I'm getting paid for the logo creation part, and then I'm getting paid for the printing and, you know, the product, the actual shirts that these kids are wearing. So I was going to say, so doing that pushed me into the logo realm. I never thought about like creating logos. I created logos for myself, for my own business and everything, but I never considered like creating logos for other people as a business. But, you know, as God would have it, things happen. So his wife started a business and she reached out to me for a logo. I had done like some other logos for friends too, like other stylists and stuff over the years. And then, well, like everybody is a referral. So I did a logo for one person and somebody refers me. So I was like, that's just an extra source of income, and that's a good source because you get like a good chunk. It's super easy. You create these different file types on Canva and then you send them out. Some of the people are in different states, so I never even had to like really physically meet with anybody to get this going. So that's another easy way. And I can say, for aside from like the lock business, the logo creation is like the other highest paying, like one and done. So you can figure out how much you want to charge. My logos with all of the file types and everything that they ask for, and you know, sometimes it includes letterheads and stuff. It's never underneath 150 bucks. Like I'm always making upwards of 150 on a logo. And that's not like something that's like all the time. But like I said, these are like little side hustles that come in and help. And you know, you can't pass them up. The next thing is a blog. So for my website, for Locked Up with Nikki, where I sell my products and I have like information about the company, I started a blog, and it just gives tips on locks and different things that you should do with your natural hair at different times of year, or just information. You know what a blog is, right? So I created this blog, and in that blog I'll post my Amazon affiliate links. So in time, I'm sure that blog will get like sponsors or brands that want to like just be featured on there. But right now I get the pay per click. So when somebody's reading it and they're like, oh, let me check out this product, boom, and it's super easy. Like, as long as you can read, write, spell, and use a little bit of AI, then you can get this blog going. And like I said, it's on my website, but there are different free platforms where you can post your blog. Just make it something regular, and that money just comes in and you don't even really pay it much attention. But it helps, because as a single mompreneur, we need what we need, you know what I'm saying? And then the next thing is digital products. So when I got good on Canva, I started to create digital products. So I have like a lock diary. So people would download this file, they'll go on and they can fill out like just different things, and I'll insert like a little picture of it, but you just write down different information about your locks, and you can share it with your loctician. It could just be for you to have, like, just to document your journey along the way. I have like a lock ABC coloring book. What else do I have? The Etsy is digital products. So digital products is like the other way that I go to create income. Those are the 7 ways that I have to create income, side hustle income. And like I said, for some of the things, I'll post the links below. I'll post the products that I use, like to film for YouTube, down below. And I wanted to say, these things do work for me and they can work for you, but I'm a believer in doing what you love, and which is like, so I love locks. So of course I make t-shirts that are like geared towards locks, but that segued into making t-shirts just for anybody else who asks. I do hair, so it's only natural that I have like a hair care line, because I've been locked for 26 years and I've been doing locks, so a product line is perfect. Amazon Associates, I love to shop, and I love to tell people about the stuff that I got. So that's the Amazon Associates. Printify is just another extension onto the whole t-shirt printing business and product printing business. Etsy store is super easy, and that's just like, while you're creating those t-shirts, you can upload those files and let people make their own t-shirts. If you're just buying my files, I'm still gonna be making money. Like, I would prefer for you to buy this $25 t-shirt I made, but if you're gonna buy the design of the t-shirt for $5, like, it's not gonna hurt me, and it's a lot easier. I'm throwing it online, and then it kind of like, works for itself. There's not much else I can do. I mean, I need to do. I love to talk, as you can see. So YouTube is perfect for that. Like, I can talk all day long, and and then your YouTube videos, you put them up there and they're there like forever, and the whole world is gonna see it. So that's like I said, you should be doing things that you love, and even if you're not doing things that you love, like, do things that you like, because you're not gonna keep doing them. Like, all of these hustles that I mentioned, I've been doing for a while, and at different times of the year, whenever necessary and whenever the time permits, then I will put more into each hustle. So when the hair business slows down this summer, my t-shirt business picks up. Well, around Christmas time, around the holidays, which is like now, Amazon Associates will start picking up. I'll start looking for stuff and seeing what's trending and sending those links out to friends and family. And like I said, I'm trying to get the Facebook group up and running, and then that'll just be another source of income for me. My tips for you would be to assess what you enjoy, and to get that started let that start to make money for you. There's literally like over 8 billion people in the world. If you like whatever you like, you can think that it's weird, you can think that it's different, you can think that nobody likes it but you, but with 8 billion people, there's guaranteed to be hundreds of people that are feeling that same way. And they might be in another country, they might be in another language, but there's people that are feeling that way, and you can share your gift with them. So if it's YouTube, you can talk about something, anything, whatever you like. I don't know, like, how many single over 40 mompreneurs are there? I don't know, but I know that they'll now be coming to this channel to watch me. But you figure out what you like. You like to craft, you like to teach, you like consulting, you like speaking. Like, you figure that out, and then you take that and run with it. If it's teaching, then you can do like tutoring online. If it's speaking, you can do like a webinar, or you can do your YouTube channel, or you can go on Facebook Live. The most important thing as a single mom is time management. So you want to kind of get a schedule, figure out when you have free time to nurture these things, and then do that. Like, you're gonna need time, even if it's just to get these things started, to check up on them randomly throughout the week. You're gonna need time to do that. So you really need to like get some better time management if you're not already a good manager of your time. The one thing I can tell you is, don't burn yourself out. Don't go jump out and try to do everything. Like, every side hustle that I have, I didn't just jump into it all at once. Like I said, one always segued into the other, and then they just became a thing. And so most of that stuff, I did it years ago, and it's just still online, or it's still like, still available for people to purchase, and it's just kind of going for itself. I didn't jump out and just do one thing, and I think that's like important to stress. Like, you need to like focus in on one thing, or focus in on two things that are kind of interrelated, and then get those things going, and then you can see like they'll turn into something else. And like I said, I made t-shirts on my own, used my Cricut and everything, but then I realized, okay, Printify. So like, if it's a bulk order of t-shirts or something that someone really likes and they want to order a lot of them, then I'll send them over there, because I'm still getting paid off of that. So it gives me more time for the kids, and for my main business, and for everything else that I want to do. With things like Amazon Associates, you can start small. Like, if you have a friend who asks about, like, comes over your house and sees something, oh, that's really nice, where'd you get it? Amazon, let me send you the link. And you're not making millions off of there, but you're making something. So like, a little tiny deposit in your account might prevent something else from happening in your account, because I know how it goes. Like, things are tight, especially when you're starting a business, especially when you're like a single mom. Whether you're getting support or not, you could like never have enough until you have enough. And so I'm on this journey with you. I'm not by any means a millionaire, billionaire yet. And so just get started, get going. I would tell you, when you do those things, I did mention that I got into like all the Facebook groups, and started following all different types of shirt creators and everything, like when I start, so I can learn as much as I can. And I think that that's like invaluable. Like, if you know somebody that does it, then like you need to start to become their best friend. If you know, like, search for on Facebook, there's groups for literally everything. You can join those groups and learn and ask questions and learn from each other, learn from the people that started the group. But you can ask questions, you can and learn all of this stuff in a little bit more depth. I do want you to set realistic expectations. Don't jump out there and say, okay, I'm gonna make $1 million off of Amazon Associates. That takes time. So whatever you do, be realistic about it, and don't be discouraged. Like my last video, I explained the number one thing you need to make it in this mompreneur world is resiliency. So when it's not working, when it's going bad, when it's going good, you need to be resilient. You need to bounce back. You need to be like, all right, that didn't work. Let me jump on to something else. Like I said, at different times of the year, I'm doing different things. So you don't have to be tied into anything. And that's the benefit of being a mompreneur. You have no boss. Nobody's going to tell you what to do, but that's also it's a gift and a curse, because you have to push yourself. You have to advocate for yourself. You have to manage your own time for yourself. Like, you don't have to clock in and clock back out, but you need to be able to do this. And this is even for people that aren't mompreneurs, because entrepreneurialism is not for everyone. Everybody can't see themselves with the little up and down and the struggle now, and then it's greater later. Like, some people just need that security of, I need to know that I'm gonna have this check coming in all the time, and that's cool too. These side hustles will work for anyone with a little bit of extra time. But since I make videos for mompreneurs over 40, single mom over 40, then that's what I'm discussing it for. Okay, so I gave you all of these ways. I want you to get started, get going. Tell me below which one you like the most, which one you're going to get started with, if you're doing something already. If you have a better idea for something that I might mention, It's never too late to start. The adventure is in the journey. I tell you that every video. Do not do this thinking, okay, I'm just trying to get to that finish line. Like, you enjoy every step of it along the way. It's never too late. I created all of my hustles after the age of 40. Like, before 40, I was always like I'm a serial entrepreneur, so I've always had something going on. But it was after 40 when I'm like, okay, let me do this. I want to create something. I have this baby and I have this preteen, and I need to leave them something. So it's never, ever, ever too late. I'm 44 now. All of this stuff got started around 39, 40 years old, and it's working. And it's completely possible. I hustle and I make it happen. So if you want to do something, you're going to make it happen. What I need y'all to do is like, comment, and subscribe. You can click the link to get all of the products that I have. You can click the link to get referrals to some of the businesses I have. I'll even put a link for my brand new Facebook group so y'all can be the first to join. Can show you how Amazon affiliate works, and you might come across some great deals. It's the holidays. That's it. It's Locked Up with Nikki, y'all.